Before we started this video, to give you context, me and Max were on a stream. I was on his channel, and we just happened to talk about Zack Snyder, and this is the first time we really got to it. So we're really just talking about the hashtag sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. So yeah, that's the conversation. Let's get on to the video. Before we start off today's videos, I want to thank all the members who are supporting the Multiverse of movies financially: Pedro Bonilla, Rhea, Lit Alex, the CJH, Daniel Martin, Strange Marvel Theories, BK Dan, and myself in comics. Thank you for supporting us financially, and if you want to support us financially, there's a join button near the subscribe button, and it is only 99 cents a month. If you help support us, you get a shout out at the beginning of every one of my videos. Now, let's continue on the video.
But look at what Degrassi's saying about the incoming Green Lantern news is going to make their heads explode.
Okay, but can I give you my thoughts on the hashtag, the brand new hashtag?
Yeah.
So I'm actually fine.
After. Yeah,
I'm actually fine with the hashtag. Like, and I'm specifically talking about the hashtag itself, not the people involved. The hashtag I'm fine with because realistically, it's the only way that you could get the Snyderverse restored, because clearly it's not going to be under Zaslav. I do think it's impossible, though. Not saying that it wouldn't happen. I'm just saying that the high chances are that it's impossible. But like I say, 1% chance, 99% faith. That's all I have to say. But my only fear is that people are going to start believing it. And that was my fear with Restore the Snyderverse, that people genuinely believe was happening because there's so many sources and scoopers saying,
why is everyone concerned about what other people believe?
No. My problem is when it starts getting into false hope. That is my issue. I'm fine with scoopers doing whatever they want to do. My problem is when people start being like 1000%, because you have to realize,
well, even
a lot
Soul
of the people
says this isn't going to definitely happen. This is, I mean, he does the disclaimers.
Who cares? The disclaimer doesn't mean anything. People are still going to run with it. That's the unfortunate thing about people. And that was my issue with Restore Snipers. So my only fear, while the hashtag I think it's good, same thing with Restore Snipers, is that people are going to fall for it and then believe it. And then when eventually, let's say in a year or so, some guy in Netflix says, "Oh, we're not going to get it," you're going to see people getting mad. And that's my one frustration with it. You know, that's like my only issue with the hashtag, is the people believing it. I'm fine with people hoping for it, because that was really
believe in all kinds of stuff that's not realistic. Why are we dying on this?
Because it affects the fandom, Max. It affects it's all over the chat. It's everywhere.
Who cares?
When people believe it,
you just say it's not.
It's a movie talk channel. We talk to other people.
No. I know, but trying to convince other people that what they think could happen is definitely not going to happen. Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares? You talk about it every day.
I know, but I'm not. No, I care to talk about it, but not to try to convince people.
No, my issue isn't, like, for example, I always believed that there was a chance to restore Snipers, and obviously that we were close.
There's very, very closer than I thought. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
My issue is when it becomes that people genuinely 1000% believe it. And look at what happened. People got angry when James Gunn came in, when Peter Safran came in, and then the rumors of reboots. I don't know how I confuse those words, but the idea of reboots and everything. It's like people need to come down to believe, always believe. You know, it's the impossible is always reachable. But we also have to go down and believe that, hey, maybe it's not going to happen. Maybe it will happen. I don't know, but you have to wait and see and find out. And that's my big issue.
All right. Well, fair enough. I think it's wasted energy to try to convince other people what to think. And there's a lot of things that are incorrect out there that people wholeheartedly believe in their whole lives. It's just not.
So are we just supposed to ignore it? Are we just
no?
Right,
just
go ahead.
Just also, I think also you may have false hope that you could convince other people. Just let them do what they're going to do.
I'm convincing anyone. I'm just saying my belief that, hey, I just think that people shouldn't just believe one thing and then stay with that. You know, like if you met a racist person, would you just let them be racist in front of you? No. Exactly. So that's like my perspective. That's my only. While I'm fine with the hashtag and I'm cool with it, and while it's impossible, I still believe, hey, if people want that hope, cool. But you can't just stick with it and assume it's going to happen, because then that will just ruin your mindset. And at the end of the day, whether you want to deny or not, Max, you do have a reach. People listen to you. People like you. Same thing with Jarbo, Enosh, whoever out there. And you have a reach, and what you say is important to people. And at the end of the day, that's your thing here on YouTube. You're communicating with people. But you also can't just sell a thing of, oh, guys, disclaimer, but you have to believe this because I said so.
Well, I know, Brian, that's the old me. I tried to convince, I'm not trying to convince anyone anything anymore. I don't try to convince people that what they're doing, that's why I don't even talk about them anymore, honestly.
But Max, you got to pay the bills. I'm just kidding. I don't think I've talked about them either. I don't know.
No, it's just like, you're not going to convince anyone. So it is kind of spinning my own wheels. If they do something stupid again that I can't help but comment on, I'll probably comment on that. But
you should definitely talk about them when the Marvel comes out, because that's gonna be a lot of content.
Yeah, I mean, I don't plan on covering them, but unless they do something, if they've just gotten boring, ultimately.
Should I do something stupid and then you could talk about me? Then
absolutely. I keep looking for you to do something stupid, but then I make a video with no audio, and then I look like the dummy. Oh boy, so sad.
All right, I'm gonna do something. I gotta figure out how to do something really.
This still needs to be on a shirt.
Talk about. Yeah. Peak cinema. Have you seen the new Velma trailer?
I ultimately, I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo fan, and I'm not really for or against Velma. I'm just like, okay, I know it may be some cringe to some people, but I don't know. I don't really have a comment on it, honestly. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest. Like, I watched a couple episodes when I was a kid, but like I saw the trailer and I thought it was okay. Like, I know people don't like it because it's very different.
Yeah.
And obviously, I mean, it's okay if you don't like it, but like I thought the trailer was decent. I didn't think it was all that bad.
Okay. I don't know what to take by it. But I think that's all we have for today. Check out Isaac's channel.
No, don't do that. Don't listen to Max.
Yeah, okay, don't.
Report and block me.
I have to see what I'm gonna cover for later. That was my major announcement.
Do you not check your videos before you upload them?
Robert Schmidt asks, when did you become so soft? The Snyder Cut brought me to this channel a long time ago. What the hell happened here? I'm still for it, Robert.
Wait, what do you mean soft? Max always promotes the Snyderverse.
I did the restore hashtags. I mean, if I want to on 214, I might do one retweet or something, but I just ultimately, for me, Robert, to answer your question, I checked out when Cavill was done dirty and we were jerked around because I blame Zaslav, because Zaslav is on the Discovery earnings call saying, I'm having Pam Abdi, Mike DeLuca beef up these projects to make them better. And they were doing their job. And some people are trying to make them the villains, Isaac, which I completely disagree with. They were doing what they were supposed to put things in these films to connect them more and to give a future. And then basically within the same week, someone gave Cavill the okay to say it on Instagram. 2 days later, when they hired GUNN, they already knew that they weren't going to have Cavill back.
Well, so I don't blame Abdi and DeLuca. Like, I can't blame them. It's like frustrating. It's still, but like, I don't have blame for them.
Hard, Robert. I'm very hard. I mean, as hard as I can for almost being 41, but hard enough.
Old ass. I'm just kidding.
No. See, Cavill did himself dirty.
So what was it like?
So I hope that I am not soft on the Snyder Cut. Nothing. I would give a lot of my yearly income if I could help pay for it. Honestly, Robert, if that was a possibility, if there was a possibility and it said, you know what, the fans have to fund this, I would go in on it. But you have to work with the people that own the property, and with what happened to Cavill and also with what happened to Netflix, I don't think it's possible. I'm not criticizing people that want to try.
Okay, but what if we get Elon Musk to buy the Snyderverse?
You know what? When Namika was dying, some Amico fans tried to get Elon Musk to save in television.
Hey, really?
Yes. No.
Did you ever get your Amico?
Actually, I actually think if Elon Musk did buy Warner Brothers, that he would restore it because he likes Twitter activity and hashtags. So I think he would. But I don't think I'm not going to try to ask. Actually, yes.
Is Elon the richest man?
I think you should approach Elon Musk instead of Netflix.
We can either get Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos. You know,
I think that
whoever's the rich man.
Elon Musk might be more likely than Netflix at this point. I would not. I don't know if I could sell all my collectibles just to get the Snyderverse restored. That would be a hard ask in a movie perp.
I ended up selling a shitload of my Funko Pops because I just had way too many.
Random Trooper, it's too late to tag you to fill you in right now.
Okay, so what's happening is Max is going to be revealing his face this Friday, so be on the lookout for that stream. Oh, look, he confirmed it. We got it.
Oh God, do you see this? Investing in things that never come out. See the Amico.
How much did you spend on Amico stuff?
Good night, everyone. I'll see you later. I'm not answering that. Bye. All right.
Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to?